Team LCPS. This is your proud Superintendent Doug Straley, and I hope you're having a great day. I'm reaching out to you today with a very important update from Louisa County Public Schools as we prepare to return to school on Tuesday, as well as our plans and procedures for the second semester. There's a lot of information in this video, so please be sure to watch this in its entirety. But before we get into that information, I want to first encourage all of you out there, because I know this has been a challenging week after Monday's historic winter storm here in Louisa. It knocked out power to 96.7% of the homes in our community and forced all of us to adjust our schedules, myself included. But in times like these, I'm so thankful for this community. From our first responders who have spent countless hours helping assist others, to power crews who have worked tirelessly to restore power in our area, to our VDOT workers for efforts in clearing the roads of snow and trees, and to so many of you that were out there helping your neighbors. I'm so thankful for all of you, and it was so encouraging to see you share your photos of how you and your family came together during this challenging time. Whether it was spending time together outside, or breaking out some board games, or helping out a neighbor, we're truly a blessed community. That's what we do here in Louisa County. We make the best of every situation, and we look out for each other. So again, as we come off of this winter storm, let's remember to continue encouraging each other so we can all move forward together as one team, Team LCPS. And that leads into our planned return to school on Tuesday, which we hope will help bring a sense of normalcy to us all. But we also understand that some of our students' homes are still without power. We know this is a big hurdle to deal with. So if you are without power and your child is not able to come to school, please know we understand, and we will take care of each student in this situation. Just let your school principal know as soon as possible. I've also spoken with some of you without power, and you have said you want your child back in school, which as a parent, I understand. So if you are a family without power, do whatever is best for you, and we will support you and make sure your student is okay. And as we return to school, I can tell you that we are excited to continue the momentum we built in the first semester, where we worked as a team, as one community, to bring learning to life. It was great to have our students back in school safely 5 days a week right here in Louisa County. As we prepare to return to school, I wanted to take a few moments to go over some very important information, reminders, and updates for our schools. As always, we work hard to communicate as soon as possible and as clearly as we can with all of you to make sure we're on the same page as we move forward. So, to get us started, I want to get straight to the first point of emphasis for today's video. And as we prepare to return to school on Tuesday, it is of utmost importance that we continue to practice and strongly prioritize healthy habits. We all need to commit to this 100%. Right now, you'll notice that COVID-19 case numbers are up in both Louisa County and across the Commonwealth. In some areas, the case numbers are rising significantly. This is largely due to the Omicron variant, which came to the forefront of our attention since we've been on winter break. You may remember that this same time last year, right after winter break, is when we saw our highest number of positive cases and quarantines here in Louisa County. With the Omicron variant this year, we are fairly certain that as numbers rise in our community, we'll likely see a rise in the number of cases in our schools. Our key, though, remains the same since day one in dealing with COVID-19, which is making sure we do everything we can to minimize the spread of any cases in our school buildings. We must all work together to make sure COVID-19 does not disrupt the learning process and create a scenario where we can't keep our schools open due to a higher number of either cases or quarantines. When I say this, I think of our ultimate goal here at LCPS, which is making sure our students are able to stay in school 5 days a week for in-person learning. When I reflect back over our first semester, I am so proud of how this community rallied together. We performed health screenings each day. Our students wore their masks, and we all practiced healthy habits. Focusing on the details is what allowed us to achieve our goal. It takes all of us doing whatever it takes to keep our students in school 5 days a week. So as we return to school on Tuesday, let's go over our major healthy habits once again. First, be sure to complete a health screening each morning. This is something that everyone can and should do first thing in the morning. Parents, check to make sure your student does not have a fever or a new cough or other symptoms of any sort of illness. If your child feels sick or has any symptoms in the morning, make the right decision, which is to keep them home from school that day. Since the beginning of this pandemic, we've provided you with a self-screening guidance document to help you out. Today, we once again emailed that document to you, and we posted it on all of our school websites as well. So again, if your child has symptoms, please do not send them to school. Second, let's make sure we continue to wear our masks, wear them correctly, and maintain physical distance whenever possible. These are simple mitigation strategies that play a role in minimizing the spread of COVID-19 within our school buses and classrooms, and it also helps ensure we have as few contacts as possible with each case. So for our students, please make sure to wear your mask over your mouth and nose and maintain physical distance whenever possible. Again, this will minimize the spread and also minimize the amount of close contacts with each case. As we prepare for the second semester, please know that we will be diligent in continuing our health and safety procedures here at LCPS. We'll still be taking temperatures for our students and staff as they enter our buildings. We'll be making sure masks are worn correctly, encouraging hand washing and things like that help us lessen the spread, keep us all safe, and give us the best chance of staying in school 5 days a week. And finally, as you may have heard, the CDC recently released new general guidance regarding quarantines and isolation times. Since that new guidance has been announced, we have been in constant contact with the Blue Ridge Health District and discussed what the best path forward is for our school division. I want to go over some of those details with you now so we're all on the same page. First, it's important for you to know that the CDC made a slight change to the specifications for which students need to quarantine due to being a close contact. This change only affects individuals ages 18 and older. For individuals 17 and younger, the specifications are the same. So here's the change for the individuals 18 and older. If you received your second Pfizer shot more than 6 months ago, but haven't received your booster shot, you will now need to quarantine as a result of being a close contact, per the CDC. Again, this change only impacts individuals 18 and older at this time. Next, the CDC revised the time it recommends individuals to quarantine after being a close contact due to COVID-19, shortening that time frame to 5 days. The CDC also shortened the isolation period of individuals who test positive for COVID-19, going from 10 days to 5 days as well. However, I want you to know that based on the COVID-19 numbers here in our county and based on the discussions we've had with the Blue Ridge Health District, we're going to continue with our current policy of both the 10-day period for quarantines and isolations at this time. We feel strongly that right now, that is the best decision for us to make at LCPS as we head back to school. So again, based on our local COVID numbers and discussions with our local health district officials, we're going to stick with our current policy. And as we move forward this semester, we'll continue to evaluate this policy and hopefully numbers will improve and we'll be able to shorten our quarantine and isolation periods. But again, based on the high number of cases as we prepare to return, we believe this is the best path forward in continuing with our current practices. Also, I want to make you aware of a new program that we may be debuting soon at LCPS called Test to Stay. This is a program that is being piloted by the Virginia Department of Health with students and is endorsed by the CDC. Louisa may have the opportunity to be a part of this program with the VDH, and we're excited about this opportunity. In the VDH Test to Stay program, students who are considered a close contact at school are allowed to stay in school provided they test negative daily for COVID-19. So students who are close contacts would have the option to test each day instead of quarantining. If the student's test came back negative, they would be able to skip the quarantine period and stay in school. If any test comes back positive, they would need to isolate for the required period of time. We're excited at the possibility of being able to use the Test to Stay option for our students instead of quarantining, and we will keep you informed of the status of this program as we move forward with the VDH. Team LCPS, at the end of the day, please know that we have two main focuses here at LCPS. One is keeping everyone safe, and two is keeping students for in-person learning here 5 days a week with quality instruction. In order to do this, we need everyone working together and taking the proper steps to protect one another. We did a great job of accomplishing these two goals in our first semester, and look at the results. Our students were back in school with their friends, learning, having fun, and enjoying life, which is what we all want for our kids. And that's what we want to continue in our second semester. To make that happen, we all have to make the right decisions and practice healthy habits. So in summary, please be sure to practice our healthy habits, especially those morning health screenings. If your child feels sick or is showing symptoms of any kind, make the responsible choice and keep them at home. Remember that we will continue to be vigilant in our health and safety procedures as well. Please remember, if someone in your household has COVID, or if your child is a close contact of someone with COVID, please follow our quarantine and isolation guidelines. And finally, based on our local numbers and discussions with the Blue Ridge Health District, we will be continuing forward with our current procedures for quarantines and isolations at this time. And we will keep you updated on the possibility of the test to stay option for our students in the near future. Here in Louisa County, we call ourselves Team LCPS because that's what we are, a team. People on great teams look out for each other, and that's what we do here in Louisa County. We lead the way. And as always, if you ever have any questions, we're here to help. We have our LCPS Community Questions Forum open right now, and you can find the link to it right underneath of this video. Submit your question, and we'll get you a response as soon as possible. We've also emailed you the link for our Frequently Asked Questions page, as well as the Community Questions Forum, so be sure to check that out as well. Team LCPS, we can't wait to see you all again in this second semester, and we're so appreciative of your support. We're doing amazing things here in Louisa County, and until next time, have a great day. Stay healthy, stay warm, and if you need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. We are Team LCPS, and let's do this.